If you have any questions during the presentation, please feel free to put them in the chat at any time, and all questions will be read aloud before we answer them. At the end of the presentation, we'll give a chance for questions and answers, and that's when we'll welcome you to either turn on your camera and microphone, or you can simply add your questions in the chat as mentioned earlier. So I would like to turn over the floor to my colleague Jody and her MentorAbility presentation. Jody, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Jen. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for coming. Welcome to the presentation on the MentorAbility Canada project that's brought to you by March Dimes Canada and ODEN. So in Ontario, March Dimes Canada and ODEN have partnered as the MentorAbility Hub for Ontario. So myself and two of my colleagues from March Dimes Canada. And the MentorAbility Canada project is a national initiative that's led by CASE, which is the Canadian Association for Supported Employment, and it's funded by the Government of Canada's Opportunities Fund. I'm happy to say that it's facilitated across the country in all 10 provinces, as well as the 3 territories. And as I said, in Ontario, March Dimes Canada and ODEN have partnered together to be the provincial lead for the program here. MentorAbility helps employers like you, people who experience disability, and employment service providers to get results in workplace inclusion through mentoring experiences. It leverages collaboration between employers and employment service providers through mentorship, and MentorAbility enlists one or more members of a workplace to mentor a matched mentee who is a person with a disability who wants to learn more about that workplace or career. Each MentorAbility experience offers employers a valuable opportunity to connect with diverse talent, gain insight into the skills and potential of individuals who experience disability, and strengthen inclusive hiring practices. And at the same time, it supports job development efforts and fosters meaningful partnerships between businesses and employment service providers. The MentorAbility experience is coordinated by local employment service providers and can last anywhere from an hour to a full day, depending on the employer's availability. The primary goals of the program is to connect a person who experiences disability with a person working in a field or a job of interest to them to provide learning and networking opportunities. MentorAbility offers you as employers a unique opportunity to connect with individuals who experience disability through short-term, one-on-one mentoring experiences. The goal is to support you with exploring new perspectives on disability inclusion while building meaningful connections that highlight the skills, talents, and potential contributions these individuals can bring to your workplace. And as an employer, you have valuable knowledge that people are seeking. So we understand that many businesses are currently facing challenges in finding talent. This presents an opportunity for you to connect with individuals you may not have previously considered. And this isn't about offering jobs, it's about sharing your experience. By spending a short time mentoring, you're providing valuable insight into your industry, role, or business. These conversations often open the door to a deeper understanding and can inspire inclusive, intentional hiring practices that benefit both businesses and communities. So MentorAbility mentorships can be very individualized depending on the mentee's goals and the mentor availability. So it could be brief virtual insights. This would be like an hour. You'd host a focused video call where you can walk the mentee through a typical workday, discuss current projects, and answer questions about your role and hiring priorities. It could also be on-site job shadowing. This could be a half day or a full day. And a mentorship could take place at your workplace for a firsthand look at your operations. This might include a guided tour with key departments or stations, introducing the mentee to team members in various roles, letting them observe meetings or routine tasks to see how theory translates into practice. It might be an industry Q&A or informational interview. This would be a one-on-one session, virtual or in person, where the mentee asks about your career path and pivotal decisions, emerging trends that influence hiring in your field, skills, attitudes, and credentials you value when reviewing candidates. It could be even strategic career counseling. So this would be having conversations and offer guidance on educational routes, certifications, or designations valued in your sector, training programs your organization recognizes, or a step-by-step career development plan, including internship and networking opportunities that you might be able to facilitate. And by offering mentorship in any of these formats, you provide actionable insights, strengthen your knowledge and knowledge of diverse talent pools, and demonstrate your organization's commitment to workforce development. So how your business can make a lasting impact through mentorship. By offering a mentorship opportunity, even just for a few hours, you give mentees the chance to explore a career path in a low-pressure, real-world setting. Mentees can spend up to a full day at your workplace, observing and gaining a clear understanding of the day-to-day operations or the day-to-day realities of your industry without any obligation or expectation on either side. These experiences are incredibly valuable for the mentees, so they might engage in conversations with managers, HR professionals, other team members to ask about education or training requirements, typical hiring expectations, and possible career paths. They might evaluate which roles or work environments are the best fit for their interests, skills, and aspirations. And they might make better informed career decisions with insights that they could only gain from firsthand exposure. Mentorships create a safe, supportive space where mentees can ask real questions about roles, expectations, workplace culture, and how their skills and needs might align with opportunities in your industry. Because they're not job interviews or assessments, mentees are free to explore topics like personal experiences or potential accommodations if they choose to in a relaxed and open environment. And this helps foster genuine conversations and allows both the mentors and the mentees to learn from each other in a meaningful, low-pressure way. And thanks to opportunities like yours, mentees often leave with an increased confidence in their career direction, greater comfort interacting with employers, a clearer sense of how and when to disclose a disability in a way that feels right for them. And your participation helps shape inclusive, informed, and empowered job seekers while demonstrating your commitment to accessibility and inclusive hiring practices. So I want to talk about Deloitte's 2017 Human Capital Trends Report. This highlights that diverse and inclusive teams are not only more engaged, but also significantly more innovation. Significantly more innovation and creativity to the workplace. And by tapping into a variety of perspectives and experiences, businesses can foster an environment that encourages fresh ideas and solutions, giving them a competitive edge. Inclusive hiring isn't just the right thing to do. It makes business sense. Companies that prioritize inclusive hiring practices have been shown to grow their profits up to 3 times faster than their competitors. And that's a powerful return on investment that's driven by stronger teams and better alignment with diverse customer bases. Businesses that are hiring inclusively experience a 72% increase in employee productivity. That's because inclusive teams often have higher morale, stronger collaboration, and reduced turnover. These are key drivers of a more efficient and engaged workforce. And a common misconception is that people with disabilities are less qualified, when in reality, 50% of people with a disability have a post-secondary degree. Inclusive hiring gives employers access to a skilled, motivated, and often overlooked talent pool that's ready to contribute meaningfully from day one. So participation in MentorAbility, it's free, with no expectation of a job or open position. So instead, it's providing you with a low-risk, high-value opportunity to explore the benefits of inclusive hiring. Through short-term mentoring experiences, you gain firsthand insight into skills and potential of people experiencing disability, an often overlooked talent pool. These connections help expand your recruitment strategies and foster awareness of the supports available from local employment service agencies. Mentorships allow you to see how a person experiencing disability could contribute to your team and can serve as an opportunity to evaluate workplace accessibility and inclusion efforts. In some cases, it prompts reflection and action on broader diversity and inclusion strategies. And by working directly with local employment service providers, you have the opportunity to build knowledge, learn best practices, and enhance the diversity of your workforce. Many employers who have participated in MentorAbility have expressed thanks for the opportunity to be connected with a person who experiences disability. For some, the mentorship sparked important realizations, such as limits to the physical accessibility in their workplace. Employers also have reported that the program has added an overall value to their workplace culture. And as research consistently shows, diverse and inclusive teams drive better employment engagement, innovation, retention, and profitability, which are all clear advantages for any forward-thinking business. And as I said, there doesn't need to be a job opening for businesses to participate in MentorAbility, nor does there need to be any future intention of hiring. To participate, mentors complete a form agreeing to the minimum of the following two things. First, provide their mentee with encouragement and advice and help them to learn more about your business. And second, to have individual face time with their mentee. Mentors might also arrange a meeting with the mentee and an HR staff, and this would be to help with resume review or interview practices, share strategies for planning an effective career development plan, provide information on how to locate internships, and help develop a mentee's network. And now I'm about to share a video that talks about the MentorAbility project and a success story on a mentorship that took place.
Supported employment service providers or agencies are specialists in disability inclusion, and they work with both employers and employees across the HR cycle to get the best match, the right talent in the right job so that everyone succeeds. I think that supported employment can be an unfamiliar term because employers haven't traditionally looked to job seekers with disabilities. They may have had some misconceptions or some fears about costs of accommodation or risks of inclusive hiring. But we know that employers like Country Heritage Park, they understand that those misconceptions, those fears are unfounded. And we're really hoping that as awareness grows, businesses will start to recognize supported employment as a really key tool in diversifying their workforce and improving their bottom line. We know that creating a diverse and inclusive workforce brings about new perspectives, it fosters innovation, it encourages productivity in the workforce as a whole. So the supported employment process is very individualized. It starts with agencies getting to know the candidate. What are their transferable skills, their education, their experience, and their interests, and what are their career goals? They also go through a process of exploration with the employer, with the business. What are they looking for? What's the right candidate that they can imagine adding to their workforce? Service providers can then make an introduction. They can facilitate all aspects of that HR process, from recruitment to onboarding, training, and retention over time. Programs like CASE's MentorAbility Canada initiative are a great starting place for many businesses.
Essentially, MentorAbility facilitates short-term mentorships for people who have a disability, and we identify them as the protege, and we match them with someone who is working in a field of interest to them, who we refer to as the mentor. These mentorships can take place in any sector, and they last somewhere between an hour to a full day, where the proteges are really gaining valuable experience and knowledge about a job that they're interested in.
My name is Jamie Realm. I'm the CEO here for Country Heritage Park. For me, it's a no-brainer. Country Heritage Park is really about community within community, and any time that we can outreach where we can, we've been doing that. An introduction meeting was held with Basil, and quite frankly, it was a pleasure to actually talk with him, both through interpreters and then in between him and I.
Hello there. My name is Basil, and I moved here to Canada from Syria. When I arrived here to Canada, I was overwhelmed and didn't know American Sign Language or English. but because of Canadian Hearing Services, they were able to teach me both languages. At that point, I was also looking for work, and so Canadian Hearing Services was able to refer me to March of Dimes and the MentorAbility program.
So MentorAbility offers unique opportunities for a person with a disability which they might not normally have. And this is the opportunity for them to ask very specific questions about a job that they're interested in.
They helped me with my resume. They helped me distribute it. And I was able to find employment in the farming industry. I was able to meet, through the mentorship program, my employer. And it was a really great and helpful experience for me to be able to do that.
Baz is just another person that kind of fits in with what's here. He's got a great sense of humor. He's probably one of the hardest working individuals I've ever known. The funny thing is that for an individual like himself with what would be perceived as some obstacles in front, Basil's gone out of his way to be able to make sure that he's always working with people. And that, to me, that's the key.
The proteges are telling us that they have had the chance to learn what they need to pursue to be successful in their career or the job goal that they're pursuing. Some of the proteges have told us that they have actually learned about career opportunities that they didn't know existed before.
When I met my employer through the mentorship program, I knew through this program that I was given a chance. I wanted to show him that I had transferable skills from my homeland that I could apply here.
You know what, my title says CEO. I may not look the role, but I know exactly what I do here. And I think every employer should be looking at any opportunity for people right now, particularly those that are going to come in and work.
Businesses are moving in the right direction. They're recognizing that there may exist barriers in their hiring practices that they don't even know exist, and that it serves them well in terms of their company culture and success and bottom line to find out where those barriers are and to reduce them or to eliminate them. With the changing economy and the labor market in the state that it is right now, companies are struggling to find the talent that we need at the same time that there exists this vast pool of underutilized, highly talented employees. A lot of progress is being made, and CASE and our members are here to help. We've got resources and supports. We can share insights and guidance for employers on a really personal, individualized level so that each company has the support that they need. Just like for all of us, finding the right match is critically important. This isn't about doing something because it feels good. It's not about a political stance. It's about getting the right talent that companies are looking for in the seats behind the desks so that they can do good work, and so that the candidates who happen to experience disability have the opportunity to bring their strengths, their skills, their experience to the workforce in a real way, to make the valuable contributions that they have to make. And that can only happen when there's a good match.
Next, I'd like to talk about a few other success stories through the MentorAbility program. So Doug in Open Text. Doug was a recent university graduate with a degree in applied economics. He was ready to start his new career, but was unsure of his next steps. Doug connected with his university's career counseling program, where he was connected with MentorAbility. Open Text is a huge information management solutions company based in Waterloo. They already had an established relationship with MentorAbility. Doug had shared that he had always wanted to work at Open Text, so it made for a perfect mentorship match. Doug was able to have several mentorships within different departments at Open Text, and he impressed management so much that he was strongly encouraged by one of his mentors to apply for a position. Soon after applying, Doug was hired as a billing coordinator. Open Text shared that Doug was enthusiastic from the start, and the energy he brings lifts people up and gets them excited. He's been an incredible superstar and an asset to the team. Doug has now been working in this position for over 4 years and has become a mentor himself through other programs. Open Text has continued to be an invaluable MentorAbility business partner, offering mentorships to mentees in a variety of different positions. They also highlight mentorability in their corporate citizen report as part of their Zero Barriers, where they continue to empower an inclusive work environment. And next, we have Robin and Sam. So a local veterinary clinic was looking to fill a part-time cleaning position. They reached out to their local employment services provider where they were connected with a job seeker named Robin, who had a strong interest in animal care. Through the mentoring experience, the clinic was able to explore Robin's fit for the role in a no-pressure, short-term mentoring setting. On mentorship day, Robin was introduced to their mentor, Sam, who explained the importance of cleanliness and animal health and safety. Robin shadowed Sam throughout the clinic, gaining hands-on insight into the work environment and expectations. By the end of the day, Robin was enthusiastic and felt a strong sense of purpose. And the clinic, seeing both potential and alignment with their needs, offered Robin the job. And since being hired, Robin has thrived, earning a raise and a bonus, while the clinic has gained a dedicated team member. Ongoing check-ins and tailored training have strengthened retention and built a supportive workplace culture. This experience highlights how mentorship can help businesses connect with motivated candidates, fill workforce gaps, and foster inclusive hiring practices that deliver lasting value. And lastly, we have Nicholas and Lido. Nicholas is a naturally social person who thrives in environments where he can engage with others. Recognizing his strengths, a local employment services provider arranged a mentorability experience for him at the Westin Ottawa to explore a potential role as a greeter. The Westin Ottawa welcomed Nicholas with open arms, even providing him with a uniform to ensure he felt part of the team. Mentored by a staff member named Lido, Nicholas participated in greeting guests and offering complimentary water. He quickly built strong rapport with both customers and staff, and he described his experience as great and feeling fully supportive throughout the day. The Westin Ottawa was impressed with Nicholas's enthusiasm and customer service skills, and they offered him a job shortly after the mentorship. Today, Nicholas is a valued team member at one of Ottawa's premier hotels. The hotel has since expressed gratitude for the connection, noting that Nicholas has been a fantastic addition to their staff. This story highlights how mentorability can help businesses discover motivated talent while filling roles that align with both skill sets and company culture. And I just wanted to share this quote. This is from Peter Mikos with North 49 in Toronto. And Peter says, there's so many benefits to mentoring for the team at North 49. Coaching people on a one-to-one basis to provide guidance is very rewarding for both parties and introduces my staff to a diverse work environment. My company's morale is at its highest during mentoring times. And that's it. I do have some time for some question and answers if there are any.
Thank you so much, Jody, for that amazing information. I'll start the question. I'll open up the floor for questions if that's all right. So I just wanted to know, this is a lot of information, and we know that mentorability and getting involved is pretty simple. But after today's session, what would be the next step for somebody who's interested in taking part in a mentorship through mentorability?
That is a good question. So again, if you'd like to learn more, you could definitely reach out to one of the hub coordinators. So that would be myself, or there's Lisa Livingston with March of Dimes, or Julia Douglas. The information is on the screen. What we'd look at is if a business did want to become a partner, there would be a sign-up form that we would want to have completed so that they could become a partner, an employee partner with the project.
Excellent.
Did I answer your question, Jen? Sorry.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you. Does anyone else have any questions? You can just turn on your mic and your camera if you want to just put it out there, or you can add it to the chat if that feels better. All right. Well, if there are no other questions for right now and something does come up, Jody's information is on the screen, as well as her two partners that can be reached as well. Or you can simply reach out to ODEN and we can provide you with the information to get in touch with Jody and become a mentor, excuse me. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jody. Just a couple of things before we head out. I just wanted to, if you could flip the next slide. Perfect. Oh. So just a couple things I wanted to mention. Doesn't look like the slide came up, but we do have our annual Rethinking Disability Conference, which is brings together HR professionals, service providers, and community partners across Ontario. So the business stream that we offer is a great opportunity for employers to learn practical approaches to inclusive hiring and workplace accommodations, as well as some employee retention, while connecting with others who are committed to building their inclusive journey as well. So the RDC is the November 3rd. It happens every November, and it's an engaging event. Again, it offers insight, meaningful network opportunities, and strategies for businesses to put into practice on their inclusive journey. Sponsorship for the conference is also a great way for organizations to demonstrate their commitment to inclusion. So if you're looking for any more information on our RDC, which is already open for registration at our ODEN website, or you can reach out to me directly, or if you're looking for sponsorship opportunities, you can do the same. And just again,
hi Jennifer, it's Kristen speaking.
Yeah. Hi, Kristen.
I just noticed in the chat, hi, there is a comment from Jennifer Hope, just wondering how many times a person can be a mentor.
Excellent question.
It is a very good question. There isn't a limit to how many times. We've had mentees go through multiple mentorships, either with different businesses or different employers or different departments within a business.
Thank you, Kristen. All right. Well, if there's no more questions right now, you can definitely reach out to us offline as well. And a big thank you again for Jody sharing her insights, and for our interpreter, our ASL interpreter today, Erin, for helping us make this session more accessible. Again, if you'd like to keep the conversation going around building inclusive workplaces, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Jody, or again, find more information on our website. We'll also be hosting business lunch and learns quarterly throughout 2026. So if you're interested in participating in some of those, please pay attention to our website and you'll find the next date coming up in September. So again, thanks for taking the time to join us today and for your commitment to creating more inclusive workplaces.